Call the meeting to order. The Historic Resource Commission is charged with promoting, enhancing, and preserving the character of the historic district, as well as landmarks, including the courthouse square, historic district. The commission has judicial role. The commission hears evidence, determines relevant facts, and then applies the law as it concerns the exterior changes, demolition of any properties, as well as the construction in the district. Commission members shall conduct themselves with professionalism and show courtesy to fellow board members, other city representatives, and the public. A board member shall approach disagreements in a positive fashion and refrain from personal criticism of meeting participants and other city representatives. Once the majority of the commission reaches a decision, the minority shall respect and honor the decision. Please remember, all public meetings and public hearings are recorded. All comments must be recognized by the chairperson and addressed through the microphone. When speaking to the commission, please stand, speak slowly and clearly into the microphone, and state your name and address for the record, for the recorded record. Please be respectful to others and refrain from disruptions during the meeting, and refrain from conversations with others in the audience, as the microphones are very sensitive and can pick up whispers in the background of the room. Please silence all cellular phones. Roll call. Ron Bias, Matt Halen, 4 o'clock Baldwin, President, Karen Chin,
Present.
Lisa Powell, Anthony Brooks, Jeanette Bowen. Due to the limited amount of people that are here tonight, we do not have enough members present for a quorum. So we have to adjourn the meeting.
So this draws a real problem because y'all got a meeting next week that's supposed to be approved tonight to find out they're even eligible for next week.
Well, as I mentioned prior to, as I was mentioning last night, that the concrete that they're looking to do out there is a minor COA, so it's good on my end. So they wouldn't be held up by any of the funding coming Monday. The only thing that is contingent is the updating of the other COAs.
Their stuff, I guess, got passed, which would be the bakery. They're here tonight to see if they're going to award any money, if they start giving additional money.
Yes, sir.
And then Todd White is with Little Blessings, which is the building that we're asked to put the balcony on the back of the building.
Mhm.
Because of, they've lived there on the second floor for a long time.
Mhm.
We talked about for years, we're getting together, doing something together, and we'll make it more safe for their family. So that's the only problem we're having now, because you've got to meet next week, and you're not gonna be able to decide nothing.
Not gonna be decided until
What is it that she needs to decide, I guess?
Well, you had two things last night that y'all couldn't vote on, the signage.
Yeah, and y'all were supposed to get me updated stuff.
But if we
for-
get the updated stuff, then it's okay.
Yes, sir, because it's approvable as a minor COA at that point, because
We can get
signage,
through- We can get through next week.
yes,
We
sir.
just don't know about this week
Yes, sir.
with the funding that they're gonna be able to get funding for sign.
Because all
we
their
don't- we don't
COAs
get
were
the-
previously approved, so you're just waiting on basically them approving the funding for the business, for the appearance
I'll have
facade
that.
grants.
Hello?
the only thing that's not approved is the new part.
Yes.
You have to vote on. No, I'm already talking about that. So he said he can approve everything as a minor on the sign, and we can just go back to the bench. He get everything
Right.
done next week.
So we don't-
Problem is the stuff this week.
Also, we'll be looking at, the,
Well, I'll ask.
the bylaws and the handbook as far as access. So that will be going forward.
Be there when.
That.
Okay, so Cameron,
Yes, sir.
We'll work on.
Jennifer talked to Matt Haley, he's out of town, away not here, and Anthony Brooks, both of them said they could be here next week.
Yeah, and as I mentioned to Miss Clark Baldwin, that I'll have to see what is required to call a special called meeting. If it just can be sent out there and not approved by the board, then we can definitely schedule something for, well, it can't be next Tuesday, it had to be, and it can't be next Monday. So it had to be either Wednesday or
Council meeting,
Thursday.
right.
Yes, sir. It's probably Wednesday, because it'll have to be either next Wednesday or sometime the week after, but I'll have to get with the admin folks and see what the special called meeting aspect works. If they have to make a motion and a approval for it.
Make a motion to move the meeting, that I'm going to do the meeting, so he's got to see what is protocol to bump the meeting up to a special meeting for that, but he's got to jump through all the hoops to make sure it's legally and logistically done the right way.
Mhm. And like I said, I'll have to figure out what that kind of protocol is like, just to make sure, because even if, you all wanted to tonight, it still wouldn't be able to kind of be gone through in that aspect.
I
Yes,
know how
ma'am.
it works on the city council, two people on the city council can come for. Hey, so
Oh,
Cameron, I know what it's very different from the city council, because on the city council, two people can call for a special meeting.
yeah, and there are different, I guess, bylaws associated with one commission or board to another. So, I mean, they can sit there and call for it, and if
It
our
might not do any good until you find out.
Yes, sir. So I mean, if you want to get it on the record that you all attempted to establish one for Wednesday or Monday of
Yes.
Wednesday of next week.
Next week, but it's following.
Madam Chairman, I officially request that action be taken to have an additional meeting perhaps next week.
She's actually
Um,
asking,
Let me, before you do that, let's,
she's actually asking, who are you asking now?
I'll ask the liaison to breakfast.
She's asking Anthony Brooks and Matt Haley right now. If they could make a Wednesday meeting, if it could be done.
this Wednesday,
No,
next Wednesday.
next Wednesday.
So before you all move forward to that's 12. So I know you said you want to put up another meeting. I guess we'll set a date and time for it. That'll be the 12th at 6 PM. And I believe, we can get Miss Kyle sworn in as well. So if you go back, Miss Chen, and just say for October the 12th at 6 PM and
We-
see if it works.
Yeah, we requested a subsequent meeting, October 12th at 6 PM. Be scheduled if at all possible.
Yes, ma'am. And I'll look into it tomorrow as well. And if it's so moved that you all can do it with the two of you, that's fine. If it has to go through just me calling it, because I know we have to send out information to the sunshine list, which we had to do that today for the appearance commission stuff. So if the two of y'all can just move it, or if y'all can't and I can just do it, then it'll be handled. But for right now, we'll settle for the 12th at 6 PM. Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
If
yeah.
there's nothing else, I guess y'all can just
Nothing else.
call it.
All right, so
So I call this meeting be adjourned.